Hi, hey, hello, ladies, gents, and non-binary folks. Welcome to uh, the first Yu-Gi-Oh discussion video on the Insideness channel. If some of you remember, a little under 10 years ago, I used to do these types of videos at what was my main channel at the time, going by the name Blade of Chaos. These types of videos usually are revolved around either, they offer kind of like a retrospective look at A, gameplay, B, the game itself, maybe, niche mechanics, anti-meta stuff, and things like that. Or C, maybe even personal life things, which I'd argue had gotten more interesting as time went on. But yeah, I decided to do these again, just for the fun of it, basically, and to get the content going. Anyway, here you can see me. I won't be focusing on the gameplay in this video as much as you can see from the title. I'm gonna talk about the current popular retro formats, which I guess they also got some real life traction, but they're mostly practiced and like played online and things like that. I mean, that kind of makes sense in and of itself because you don't need to own physical cards if you want to like play old school formats online. And I'd imagine, I haven't looked at the prices lately, but I'd imagine that retro format cards and decks cost a bit more than the current meta. I guess I might, feel free to correct me in the comments. I'm speaking directly out of my ass. But yeah, you can see me getting completely whooped by what I presume is a standard kind of goat burn deck. I was playing goat chaos essentially, very badly. A lot of misplays on my end, and I just got basically outplayed. In every possible way. I even forgot what Cyberjar does, for crying out loud. But long story short, I sucked. That's for the gameplay portion of that. Right. Retro formats, they seem to get they are definitely like built upon goats today, and goats, the actual goat format from way back when is vastly different, and there's like an online meta to it, and I actually enjoy playing it. Not just goats, but also Edison, of course, just because, I mean, obviously, a lot of it has to do with the nostalgia factor. A lot of it also has to do just with the fact that the game used to be just a bit more fun, and yeah, it wasn't as many hand traps. I believe in goats there are none. Edison had some, DD Crow and things like that, but no hand traps, proper interactions. It was actually pretty cool to play just because you had turns, and it wasn't like built on 10-minute combos that never actually got resolved because you would just drop hands in the middle of the game and just quit. But yeah, I enjoyed playing especially the chaos variants in both Edison and goats. Even though I'm kind of out of the game at this point, I'm still very much a fan of everything, right? And yeah, it's it's it, at one point you kind of realize that the economics of the game uh, regardless of whether or not you're talking about, the contemporary state of things or its recent histories. It's just not, the online format is where it's at, and the meta, whether or not, whether goats or Edison or the current TCG, the online meta is actually pretty great, and at times it can be very very versatile, right? For game two, I went up against this alien dude, um, and I used a pure Lightsworn Edison build. I didn't get the synchro, I didn't get JD, I didn't get anything. Uh, Precisely because he countered pretty much everything. Right? And yeah, I wasn't very the prohibition combo was really annoying towards the end. But yeah, regardless of all that, I feel like it's a very fruitful state of the game, precisely because the the online formats are taking shape. I'm sure there's like real life Edison slash Go format events that are happening all around the world and shit, but I would just imagine that it's mostly an online thing. But yeah, aside from Lightsworns, I don't know. I also like Edison Zombies. I made a pure kind of like zombie build without any genuine outside engine to it. Um, I'm still pretty iffy on where it's at. I'll definitely test it out some more and then show it to you guys as well. But yeah. Aside from zombies, what else? The combinations with Lightsworns are insane if you don't mill all of your good stuff. I might have went a bit overboard in the early game, which is why I paid for it in the late game. In that I milled literally everything. Heavy, I believe, lightning as well. Fucking reincarnation, all that. So yeah, I should have been a bit more resourceful with how I approached it. But yeah, I enjoyed this pure Lightsworn build, not even the Chaos one, because it's just like. Although, to be fair, a Chaos engine would have been great in this game in particular, just because it would have went around prohibition. But yeah, I was about to say that I'm not really a fan of the Chaos builds because they don't really, they're not as consistent as pure Lightsworn build if they're built correctly. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm back. I'm gonna be doing these types of videos every once in a while, and yeah, pretty much it. Take care, y'all, and yeah, stay safe. Have fun.